Hi grade 2s, welcome to your next lesson of music. Today we're going to try and do this piece double play a little bit quickly because we have another piece that's installed that's going to be a bit longer and it's going to have a bit more detail. And we're going to need to spend a bit more time on it. So let's quickly get on with double play and let's start off by reading the rhythm. So we start off with two pairs of eighth notes. We have two quarter notes, two pairs of eighth notes, half note, two pairs of eighth notes, two quarter notes, half two quarter notes right there, a pair of quarter notes, and we go straight to a minute. So all of it, pretty simple rhythm, and it's very repetitive, and it has a pattern to it, and I hope you will be able to see the pattern after we do this. So let's start off. Let's clap the rhythm. 1, 2, clap and say it. Ti, 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 ta, ta. Ti, 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 ta. Ah, ti 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 ta 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 ti ti ta ah. Now this thing on top over here is called a fermata, and what it is it tells the musician, the person who's playing the piece, to hold it for a little bit longer. So you don't exactly hold it for strict 2 beats, because we have a half note here, which is 2 beats. We can hold it for 1, 2, 3. You can actually hold it for as long as you want, but don't overdo it, or else it becomes overkill. So let's try it off again. Starting off over here, let's read our rhythm. 1, 2. Ti 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 ta ta. Ti 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 ta ah. Ti 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 ta ta ta. Ti ti ta ah. Alright, now let's get to playing this. So let's start off with our first bar. We have a G, A, G, A in eighth notes. So that's pretty simple. Let's go straight for it. And we're in the time signature of 2/4. So remember, don't start from this thing just because it looks like a note. This is just showing us that we have 2 beats, and the quarter note takes up 1 beat. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. It's just 2/4, so 2 beats in every bar. So we'll start off after a count of 2. So G A G A. Ready? 1, 2. And let's keep on going. We have 2 B's. So B, B. So let's go bar 1 and bar 2. 1, 2. Again. Let's go to bar 3. Bar 3, we're going to have the same movement, quarter notes, but we're going to go a little bit higher. So we start off G, A, G, A. Now we're going to go A, B, A, B. So let's try that out. 3, go. Again. And now we go to another high note, which is C. So it's like we go for 2 notes, then we go to the next higher note. Then we go for 2 notes, and then we go for the next higher note, okay? So G, A, G, A, B, B, A, B, A, B, C, and hold that C for 2 beats, okay? So let's take it all the way from bar number 1 to bar number 4. 1, 2. Then you breathe over there. Let's try that again, nice and slow. Let's go to now bar number 5. We have the same pattern again, our 2 pairs of eighth notes, but now we're a little bit higher than here. We were A, B, A, B, now we're B, C, B, C. Then we go to a high D. So let's try these 2 pairs of eighth notes, B, C, B, C. 3, go. Again. Then we take it higher to our next highest note, which is the highest note we're going to do, which is D. And then we start coming down to B. So let's try these 2. 3, go. Again. By yourself, D, B. Last time, D, B. Let's try it from bar number 5 up until the D, B. So B, C, B, C, D, B. 1, go. Again, go. Let's try put bar 1 up all the way until bar number 6. 1, 2. Let's finish it off with bar 7, bar 8. We go to an A, and this note is a F sharp. So we're going to stay on that F sharp for 2 eighth notes. F sharp, F sharp. Then we go to G. And you can hold that for as long as you want. But if you want to be strict, it's just 2 beats. But the fermata gives you permission to hold it for longer. So let's try A, F sharp, G. 3, go. Again, let's go. Did you notice I held it for way longer than 2 beats? That's because the fermata gave me permission to do so. Let's try this bar 7, bar 8 again. 3, go. All right. Now, let's put the whole piece together. Nice and steady. 1, 2. Again, a bit slower. All right, now let's try and see if we can do this a little bit quicker. When I say a little bit quicker, it's going to be quite quick. So make sure that your mind is ready. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Again. Alright, grade 2s, so that is double play. Not hard at all, but it can move very rapidly. So make sure you understand the pattern of how we're starting on a low note, going up higher. Going from the next 2 eighth notes, going up higher. Going up for the next 2 eighth notes, going up higher. Then we finally come down to that F sharp, which brings us down to a nice G. It resolves. It sounds right, and it sounds like we're finished. So we're going to go to our next piece, which is going to be slightly longer. So go to the next video, and I will see you there for our next piece.